Hi guys, Rike, and welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name is Rike and I review a lot of activewear. So if you're into that kind of stuff, you just keep watching. Today, inspired by this beautiful spring weather that you can see behind me, but it's been very nice otherwise, just not today. I figured it's time to do a little spring outfit video for you guys, a little bit of a spring outfit, gym outfit inspo, obviously, gym outfits. So I put together a few different outfits with fun spring colors. So we're talking like colors for sure, pastels, and just a little bit of a mix and match situation. I'm more of a mixing and matching person than a matching set person. Which used to be different a long time ago. A few years ago, I was definitely more of a matching set person, but then, I don't know, it just changed and that's perfectly fine. And even if you are more of a matching set person, maybe the colors are still gonna give you some inspiration to go dig in your closet or try to see what you can find out there in the wide world of activewear and just, get some colors out and just have fun with it. Because honestly, I always feel like when I wear colorful outfits, it's just bringing up the mood. It's just making things a little bit more fun. And it also actually, really, I don't know, just heightens like the mood of everyone around you. It's just fun. Colors do that for you. And let's not talk much further. I do have 3 outfits for you, and let's just get going. We'll start with a little tone and tone color combination. We have these 2 pieces, so it's very, very green, and there's just something new I got from Eamon just now, so that's why we still have the tag on here. I just filmed that video as well, or that talking part. Also handy, of course, now I know what the piece is called. This is the Ribbed Performance Bralette, and this is the color Spearmint, a new color that they've done. Eamon is a Swedish activewear brand, so if you're in Europe and you don't want to have import fees, these guys, for sure. They do also have a warehouse, though, in New Zealand and one, I think, in North America somewhere. So don't worry, a lot of countries that don't need to pay import fees, and they also do ship worldwide. But yeah, they're Ribbed Performance Bralette. I do have one of these in a darker green already, but this is, now like this light kind of pastelly with a hint to neon green. And it's just perfect for spring for sure. I also do like the Ribbed Performance material. It's cool to the touch. It is ribbed. Very, very comfy to wear for sure. Let me see if it can actually focus on the rib. I don't know. Very stretchy too, but also keeps you tucked in. And since it is cool to the touch and like a little bit sleek despite being ribbed material, like it's also very sweat wicking. This bralette has not a built-in shelf bra, but it has a little seam here on the inside. We do also have removable cup pads in there, so it is double lined in the boob area for sure. We do have thin straps. They're not adjustable, but they are stretchy. You have a nice V neckline. And then in the back, a super cute strappy, back design. I think it's actually really, really fun. Also I think it should still be relatively easy to find a top to wear on top if you want to do that. But honestly, I feel like it's a good length for a crop top, so you wouldn't be exposing too much of your body anyway. And then we also do have this tone and tone silicone logo here. So you can see that. I really like tone and tone silicone logos. It's nice. We do have a sleek material here on the inside as the second layer. So it's super sleek and very, very soft and very cool to the touch as well. Material-wise, we are talking 80% nylon and 20% spandex for the shell, and 85% nylon and 15% spandex for the lining. So for this very sleek material on the inside. Yeah, this is our top. And then to go with that, like I said, we have more of a tonal outfit today. We have these leggings from Tchibo. Tchibo is it's a fun brand. I think they're German. There's not that many stores to go around the world, but you do have stores in Germany, in Poland for sure, Czech Republic, Austria has stores, and they do also have an online store, so that's really fun. And they're basically originally like just a coffee store, so they do sell coffee, as in you can sit down and drink the coffee, but they also sell coffee beans. They grind the coffee beans for you if you want them to. And they also just do have a whole lot of random stuff going around. So if you need like things for your kitchen utensils, baking goods, whatever, they do have that. They do have clothes always, like not just activewear, but also just like normal everyday clothes. They do have like, I don't know, just gadgets and they have everything basically. And I do like to check in on them when I go back home to Germany, and I do shop some of the activewear for sure, because it's actually quite good quality for the price. I think this one I bought in their outlet store, which I didn't know existed, but when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, yes, I have to go inside, for under 20 bucks, I think. And these are performance leggings. They are made from, let me double check, 75% polyamide and 25% elastane. And it's such a fun green color. It's a little bit more bright than just a pastel, of course, but I still feel like it works for spring. We have this wide waistband here, and this one is this, it's a bonded waistband, but it's not as like tight as some other bonded waistbands I've tried. We do have a front seam, which I honestly didn't find too annoying or anything. And we also do have a little bit of a side seam detail here, because we do have a pocket on one side. So you have a pocket here on the side, and then there's basically a seam just going all the way down. And then we also do have a seam cutting across the calf area here in the back. I hope you can see it. And then same thing on the other side, just without the pocket, which is kind of a little bit weird, because if you already have the seams for the pocket, just attach the other pocket, right? And then in the back, it's just straight across glute seams and a proper seam in the back here. But yeah, the material feels super sleek, quite soft, a little bit stretchy, but I also do know that this waistband at least will give you a good amount of compression. I did get these in a size small, I believe, probably, I don't think it says on here. Wait, you'd be thinking it should, right? I don't know. Here, in the waistband, okay. It's just a little bit of stuff printed in here and there, yeah. So I did get these in a size small. Usually with Tchibo, you can size down if you're in between with most of their stuff, honestly. And yeah, then the bottom here also has kind of like this bonded seamless hem. So there's not like a seam at the bottom, but it's kind of like just folded over. And I don't know what they did with that. I don't have the words to describe that, basically. And then in the back of the waistband, we also do have two seams. They kind of stretch in the waist a little bit, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. But it's such a fun color. When I saw these in the store, I couldn't say no, right? And yeah, I figured why not do like a little tonal outfit? We have our Eamon top, our Tchibo leggings. Let's see it on. First outfit, our tonal little green number here. I actually think it works quite well together, and it's very, very fun. We have our Spearmint Eamon ribbed performance bralette here. And I like this one a lot. I think it looks very flattering on the chest. You have the removable cup pads in here. It's a good length. The leggings are kind of high-waisted, and you can just see a tad of skin. So if you have ultra high-waisted leggings, or if you have a shorter torso than me, which is likely because I do have a longer torso, then you're not gonna see any skin. So it's a really good length. And you do have the thin straps here. They are not adjustable, but they are stretchy. And then in the back, it's actually really, really cute. I like how strappy it is. It's not like too much, just a little bit, but it's cute. And if you wanted to wear like a tank top over it, I think you could easily find something that would still, cover up the straps. Although, it's a good length crop top, so I feel like you don't necessarily need to, but sometimes you want a little bit of something extra, like an extra layer. And then that has you covered. Support-wise, this is more of a light support. I also think if you're in between sizes, you can definitely size down with this one. Especially if you have a smaller chest, because there is, a little bit more space. But yeah, I think it's super cute. And let's move on to the leggings. So yeah, these are from Tchibo. Really, really comfy, performance-y, sleek, soft performance material. We have the one pocket. That's maybe my only complaint, that, I feel like they should just have put a second pocket there, especially because we have these two seams here, right? For the pocket, they kind of go together here, and then the seam goes all the way down. So we have those seams here to allow for the pocket. And of course, you have the same seams on this side, but they just didn't attach the extra second layer that would, create the pocket. So there's that. We also do have seams that go across the, I said the calf, right? It's kind of right underneath your knee. I don't know if you can see it, but they're not uncomfortable or anything. And then lengthwise, this is 7/8 length on me, maybe a tad shorter, but it works quite well. And yeah, the color is super fun, very bright, and I think together with the Spearmint color here from Eamon, this is like a super fun green tonal outfit, definitely ready for spring. And both of these are sleek materials, so you can definitely sweat in them. They're going to be super sweat wicking, especially now that, you know, it gets a little bit warmer. Maybe your body takes some time to adjust to the warmer temperatures. So maybe you're going to sweat a little bit more. I don't know. And yeah, it's cute. I mean, look at these colors together. So good. I like it. But let's move on. Next up, we have a full Amen outfit. It's also partially due to the fact that I just got that Amen order in and the pastel colors were just top notch, you know. So we do have this little ribbed, seamless, deep, let me check, double check, ribbed, seamless, deep cut bra, yes, in the color Desert Rose. Again, like, it could be a little bit more pastel-y, but I actually do like the color. It's a little bit, like, it's not super intense either, but like it's just very, very pretty, right? The ribbed seamless stuff is like some of their like really, really standard line, like one of their standard lines basically. Ribbed seamless is what they've been doing for a long, long time, but this is a new sports bra. The deep cut here, we have this deep V neckline, removable cup pads, you have a little bit of seamless detailing here in the front, and then you have a ribbed band under the chest. No elastic, just a ribbed band. And then in the back, a metal Amen logo there, and just very, very simple in the back. And then we also do have up and down straps, thin straps, but they are adjustable. So you have the little tone plastic hardware here to adjust the strap, or the straps, I guess both of them. And yeah, I was kind of excited to try out a new ribbed seamless sports bra. I like my ribbed seamless sports bras for everyday wear. They're super, super comfy. And yeah, there's nothing you can do wrong with that. So let's see this one on together with our leggings, right? Because look at this. I love this color combo. This is another Amen piece. These are the Shape seamless leggings in the color Matcha. So this one they launched last year already. But it's like such a unique color. I don't think I have anything else in this color in my closet. That's why I definitely had to have this. Is it squat proof? Not really. But honestly, like all of these lighter colors that we're gonna see today, it's just not as easy, you know? But Shape seamless leggings, we do have no front seam, and we have a wide ribbed band. It's gonna keep you tucked in a little bit. No side seam detailing whatsoever. And then in the back, we have this V for the glutes, tone silicone logo, and then you have a proper seam here in the back as well. And now this seam is not like scrunched or anything, right? Like there's not really any scrunch to it, but this is still designed to go in between the cheeks a little bit better to give you a little bit more of a glute separation, which is why they call this line the Shape seamless line, because it's shaping the glutes and shaping your booty a little bit more. And I like that it's able to do that without looking like a full-on scrunch, because I don't really like that look. It's a little bit too much for me, but this is very inconspicuous. Just, you know, you don't actually know that this is what it's supposed to do. So I like that about it. The material feels super soft and it's so stretchy. Like I said, the rib band is a little bit tighter, but like the rest of the legging is so soft, so stretchy. I also do wear a size small on these. I'm usually in between size small and medium. But for these, for sure, size small for all Amen leggings, in fact, actually, because their size chart is a little bit different than other brand size charts. So yeah. But yeah, matcha color leggings. And then we do have our Desert Rose sports bra. Funnily enough, They do feel quite different, but it's both 92% polyamide and 8% elastane. Let's see it on. All right, full on A1 seamless outfit here. We have our Desert Rose, a deep cut sports bra. It's definitely a deep V here that we have. Not as deep as some other sports bras that they do have, but like you certainly get like a good amount of cleavage. I also feel like the one cup pad is a little, woo. There we go. I think that's fine. But yeah, nice deep V. I feel like it's still flattering on the small chest, at least for me. It's not super long line, but like you have this rib band under the chest, and the rib band itself is actually quite wide. I'm actually considering if I should exchange this for an extra small, because this is small right now. And you have the straps that are adjustable, so I could definitely make them a tad shorter still, but it's super easy to do. So let's just try that without flashing anyone. Maybe I won't try it. But yeah, so you can easily, you know, I usually just slip it off my shoulder and then adjust it while I still have it on because I'm too lazy to do it otherwise. Let's see if that works. And we have it adjusted on one side at least. And that's, yeah, I mean, it's easy. Yeah, it's flattering, it's cute. You do get a little bit more of a lift if you adjust the straps. The straps are still super, super comfortable. And then in the back, it's very, very simple. We just have the little metal Amen logo here as well. And overall, I mean, this would be a great sports bra for everyday wear. I do reach for their seamless sports bras, for their ribbed seamless sports bras specifically, for everyday wear for sure. I have quite a few of them because they have had that line, that ribbed seamless line, for such a long time already. And they have a lot of different sports bras in different colors. But yeah, this is a new one, definitely new type of sports bra, and it's cute. I like it. Let's move on to the leggings. So these are the Shape Seamless leggings. This is the matcha color that they launched last year, and it's such a unique color. It's so cute, and yeah, super perfect for spring for sure. They are very, very high-waisted. We do have this ribbed band here that keeps you nicely tucked in. No front seam, no side seam detailing whatsoever, about 7/8 length for me. And then in the back, you do have a nice V for the glutes, and then the seam that kind of, depending on how much fabric you have going around, you know, kind of goes a little bit more in between the crack than a normal seam to give you a little bit more glute separation. For me, I mean, I have to kind of work it in there a little bit, but once it's in there, it's fine. And I also do have a wider hip measurement, right? So it doesn't go as much. I feel like other people could probably get a little bit more glute separation, but I think it's pretty good for a seamless legging that doesn't have an obvious booty scrunch, because I don't really like the obvious booty scrunches too much. So this is like actually a great solution. And you can feel it a little bit when you squat, that there's a little bit of tightness, but it's not the end of the world. Like, I'm not afraid of it ripping or anything, so no problem there. And yeah, I just want to point out they're super high-waisted, and then in the back they're even more high-waisted. And here kind of it folds over a little bit just because it is super, super high-waisted. So just keep that in mind. But I like that they're so nice and high in the back. Like, they're not dipping down when I squat, and this is kind of one of my pet peeves for sure with leggings. And these definitely stay up nicely, so yeah. They're also super comfy. The material is so stretchy, so soft. And obviously, this is a light color, not very squat proof, but that's just how it goes. Anyway, let's move on. All right, our next outfit, we do have another Amen piece. So this is the Shape Seamless Bralette, or I think it had a longer name. Let me double check. The Shape Seamless Crossback Bralette. Okay. In the color Mellow. Yes, exactly. I'm just double checking. So this is like a nice pastel yellow. Definitely perfect for spring, perfect for Easter and everything, right? And I do actually have this already in the matcha color. So like super unique color, but yeah. Now they recently just launched this in this mellow color, like a pastelly yellow. And this one I actually do have to get in a size extra small because otherwise my boobs are gonna fall out here. That's just how it is. And yeah, we have removable cup pads, a very deep V, but it looks good. Like it even gives me like nice cleavage and a nice push. So I like that about this. And thin straps, they are not adjustable, but they are stretchy and they do crisscross in the back. In the back, we also do have a tone and tone silicone logo here. And yeah, you do have a super wide ribbed band under the chest, which actually keeps you like nicely tucked in. It's very comforting and the slightest bit compressive, but it's really, really nice. And it feels quite soft and it still has some stretch to it. They also do sports bras that are basically the same design, just shorter like this. I don't think they did it in yellow though. But I do prefer the bralettes to the longer version anyway. Again, same material as what we saw previously, 92% polyamide and 8% elastane. And it's just like such a cute piece and such a cute color. And I figured we could pair this with some blue because we haven't seen blue yet. But we have these Buffbunny Collection leggings. They're not necessarily pastel, but I still think it like kind of works well with this, right? So this color is a little bit older. I always forget what it's called, but it was definitely like one of these turquoise. Is it maybe Airhead Aqua? See, now I'm having, okay, sorry. I will double check, obviously. You'll have the information on the screen. But let's just say this is probably Airhead Aqua. Anyway, these are the Legacy leggings, which are basically my all-time favorite leggings. They're not seamless. They do have no front seam though and no top seam. And we have this wide waistband. They're ultra high waisted, which I love. And then in the back, we have triple seam glute detailing, which I also really like. I like this detail about it. Helps keep them up a little bit better as well. So that's quite nice and just looks good. Really shapes the glutes as well a little bit. And we also do have a proper seam in the back. And then we also have a side seam detailing here. So the side seam goes all the way down and splits up around knee height into two and just continues going all the way down, right? Yes, and this material is 74% nylon, 26% spandex. They are Newbury fabric, Buffbunny Collection Newbury fabric. Did I mention this was Buffbunny Collection? I don't know. Anyway, and it's double brushed and super soft. So we have a lot of super soft materials. And, we could be done with this outfit now, but I mean, this already looks pretty cute. I think this is like perfect for spring. But of course, I also do have another piece in this mellow color. It is the Shape Seamless Wrap Long Sleeve, also in mellow. A newer piece from Eamon. And I figured we can just throw that on top. So this is like a little long sleeve wrap top, also made from same material as the bralette here, but it's definitely a little bit thinner. It doesn't have any ribbed detailing or anything, just like, super, super soft fabric. And yeah, it's a wrap top. So you do have, two strings, one of them coming through this little gap on the side and the other one looped through this loop here on the side. Is really good length and it's definitely, like I said, quite stretchy. Like, look at the stretch. It's also very thin material, but that's perfectly fine because you just want a little bit of a layer, right? When it's spring, maybe it's not warm enough to not wear it, but it's also too warm to wear like a jumper or anything. And then you can just have that one. The length is also great. It's not gonna expose anything. Like, it's still, hitting the top of your leggings and everything like that. So yeah, I figured we could just see all of this together. Let's do it. Let's see it on. Okay, if that isn't a fun spring outfit, then I don't know. I just like this light mellow yellow, as they called it. And this is the Shape Seamless Crossback Bralette. It's super cute. I think it's so flattering on a small chest. I don't know how it looks on a big chest, honestly. I don't know. It's very deep cut. which for me works fine, but I also do have to go to an extra small for this one, just so I don't fall out and that it fits perfectly. We have good side boob coverage, but obviously, you know, a lot happening here. You have removable cup pads, and then it's a really nice length. And we have this ribbed part here, which is stretchy, but I still get a little bit of compression here, which is also nice. So I'm kind of hugged. And of course, it also gives you a little bit of support for the chest. Still more of a light support, but honestly, maybe actually light to medium. Yeah, maybe. But of course, you know, it's a deeper V. So yeah, you kind of have to get used to that maybe. I don't know. We also do have the thinner straps here, and in the back, they're just crisscross. So it's very, very simple in the back, but it's cute. And yeah, this is our top. Of course, this yellow is like super nice and pastel-y, and I think it just works really, really well with a lot of other colors. For example, this turquoise color from Buffbunny Collection in the Legacy leggings. And let's talk about the Legacy leggings. They're so soft, nicely body hugging, medium compression. We have an ultra high waist, so very, very high waisted. My natural waist is there, and these go a little bit above that. No front seam and no top seam. And then the side seam detail that goes down here, splits up, and then goes all the way down. 7/8 length. And then in the back, you have this triple seam glute detailing, which I also really, really like about them. And yeah, they just stay put, so they don't move. And yeah, I just like them. This outfit definitely, I'm feeling super, super hugged, which is nice. And of course, I showed you the wrap top. So yes, I have it here, ready to go. I just wanted to show you the top without the wrap top on first, because otherwise, of course, you can't see very much. But yeah, let me just put this on. All right. For your sake, I hope I sped this part up because, you know, I was trying to get it right, so it took a little bit extra long. But yes, here it is. Also this pretty mellow yellow color. You can now kind of see the sports bra underneath, but like depending on how you tie it, of course, you can maybe not see it. Just read, yeah. So, I mean, depends on how good you are at doing this. Now, this is a size small. I sometimes do have to size up to medium for the arms. But here there's enough space. The fabric is super, super stretchy. I was even considering if I should try a size lower because I do have a little bit of gaping up here because I don't have the biggest chest. But I think it's fine. And if I tie it right, I probably won't have to deal with that. So I think it's okay. And then of course you can tie this. I'm just trying to, you know, adjust it in the back. But yeah, you can tie this all the way around yourself. Just leave it in the front, right? Like you could also just, ooh. Hold on, just came through the loop. Guess you can also just tie it like this in the front without going all the way around. And then you have this longer string. So I mean, it really depends on what you're going for. And if I do this, then you can definitely see there's a lot of extra loose fabric here. So yeah, but it depends. I'll see. That's the advantage of having a store in the city, which I used to have. I can just go to the store and try on the 2 different sizes and decide. Whereas here I'm like, should I try? Should I exchange for a smaller size? Should I leave it like this, right? And it's just a little bit of a debate. But I think it's fine if you stay true to size, but if you're in between, I would definitely size down just because the material is so stretchy. I do like how long it is. With my ultra high-waisted leggings, you can't really see any skin here. And it's also the same length in the back. So still flattering for my body type. I prefer to have things not full length, but rather more cropped because I think it's more flattering. And I think it's so cute. Like, I just like it. Let's move on. All right, it's conclusion time. Let me just grab the pile. I always like it when there's a lot of colors. Ah, look at it. Oh my God, this is like the perfect spring palette. I love it. Let me know which outfit was your favorite, or which color was your favorite, or which piece was your favorite. And yeah, let me know what colors you're reaching for in spring. Like, I'm just, like all these colors, I'm like, oh my God, yes, it's perfect. It's perfect. And like I mentioned, I think, did I mention that? I don't know. But like in winter, I'm tending to go more towards jewel tones. But now that it's, you know, spring finally, we can see a few flowers coming out and leaves are coming back. Like, these are the colors that I'm like going for. I'm just like, oh my God, yes, more pastels. Give me all the pastels. And I'm just a big color lover. I love colors in general. Yeah, and they just make me happy. And you should definitely try it. So yeah, let me know which piece you like the most, or which outfit, or which color. And if you have any feedback, any suggestions, anything, just drop a comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. You can also follow me on Instagram, see some of the pieces in action there, and DM me there, but I'm more likely to see your comments here on YouTube. So if there's ever anything you want me to see, you want me to respond to, just drop a comment down below and I'll get back to you. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And you can also subscribe to the channel so you get notified about all the new videos that are coming out and you don't miss one. Yeah. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. I hope it was inspiring. You know, you all should wear more colors. It's just very fun. And yeah, I hope it was entertaining, helpful, all these things. And yeah, thank you. And I will see you next time. Bye.